so good. My name's Aiden Maynard, driver for Maynard Racing Team, and this year I'm going to be taking you along for our adventure this year, giving the season another try. See, last year we took a year off to recollect, rebuild, and redo pretty much almost everything. But this year we are taking a full shot at doing Ohsweken full time, except this year, or sorry, not this year, today we're not at Ohsweken. Ohsweken got rained out, the tracks got rained out unfortunately. So today, we are actually going to be here at Southern Ontario Motor Speedway, or Southweken Speedway. I've heard a couple other different names now. We're going to be here today because we're going to shake the car down. We're going to give it a nice proper test, a different setup we're going to try. This track is pretty close to Ohsweken, just got a little bit more banking, but it should give us a fair test to see where we're kind of going to stand. So we're going to try some stuff here, kind of again shake the car down, get the new engine kind of going a little decent, see if we can see if it's going to be pretty good or not. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to take you guys along for the ride, try to get as much video shot as I can. We're going for points for Ohsweken, so our main focus is going to be there. Tonight is just to shake the car down and just to kind of run all the bugs through the car, if there is any. I hope there isn't, but you know, never say never. So here we go, guys. We're gonna get going. We're gonna get the car unloaded, and I'll see you guys in a little bit, either on track or a little bit more talking shots. See you guys then. Okay guys, so it is the next day, and I actually just woke up like about 30 minutes ago. Yesterday, so what happened was that second run, we went out and we did some changes, we adjusted some stuff in the engine, trying to dial it in, because even with, be quiet computer, even with a little bit how good it sounded and how good it ran, we still had room for improvement, so we were trying to improve on those things. Well, in that run, the second run there, we had symptoms of either a bad coil or a bad ignition control module or ICM. So the parts are already on order. I ordered them already. We believe it's going to be the ICM, so we're going to be changing that out. And then coming to find out, the one we got might not have actually been what's meant for this engine. So it may plug in and it does work, but it won't last. So we ordered the part that we believe is going to work even better. So we have that coming in. That should be in a few days. We're going to put it in the car, and we're either going to we'll decide whether we want to go to another test session up at Ohsweken next week, or we're going to take the week to go back through the car, do all of our tests on the engine, make sure everything is as good as it can get. Because unfortunately right now, you know, like we have to decide whether we're going to be able to have time to fix some things, right? And on top of this, to add just a little bit, that the cherry on top of the problems, and the and just the fact that the car's been sitting for a year, right? So we have to, we're fighting through those problems of just having the car sit. And of course, coming into the pits, from being out in the weather for about a year, we knew there was going to be some problems, but we thought it'd be more electrical problems. So turns out, when I came in the pits, pushed the clutch down, the pedal actually broke off. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So we're gonna have to try to fix. We're gonna be probably making up a new assembly for it. I mean, it's racing. Stupid little stuff happens, and this is definitely one of those things. I am thankful that it happened at our local track, which is only across the field, and not at Ohsweken, where we had to spend money for gas and all that stuff. The money we're spending on gas, what we're spending on parts. So at least we're evening out, but we're still spending that money. But it's better to spend it all on parts to make sure the car is still going to run, and then every little aspect of it is going to be brand new pretty much now. So yeah, there's just nothing I can say about it, but it's just dumb luck. So stuff happens. It is what it is, but we're going to get it all fixed, and we're going to get back out there, because it's not a lot, but it is enough. It'll definitely be a couple days worth of work, though, just trying to get a new clutch set up and all that stuff. So it'll be a little bit of work, but we're not afraid to do that. So, but the first run, now let's get on to the happy side of everything. So the first run, went out there, first time racing that car in about a year, just over a year. So, actually way over a year, sorry. It's almost been 2 years now. Got in the car, took off, and I was going to take it easy. So everything on that car is brand new, right? The cooling system is brand new. Because 2 years ago we had a lot of overheating issues, right? Every week we were having to pull off because it's overheating. So this year we have a brand new radiator, brand new fan. We're even the hoses, some of them are brand new. So we're trying to like get this thing as much air as possible. We did some body modifications so we can make sure all the air is going through to the radiator. That way it's cooling, not going around it. We are doing everything in our power to make sure that this is still going to work. So that first run, I was going to take it easy, but then I was like, you know what? Oil pressure's good. Water temp is not spiking up. I was like, you know what? Drop it in a second. Let's go. So I dropped in the second. Took the first lap to kind of feel it out. Turn left, right, trying to feel out my setup, trying to feel everything out. And once I felt everything out, I was like, okay, it feels good. Let's try running into a corner. So I ran into the corner, I lifted early. I was just kind of trying to feel it out. By about, looks like by the video, by 8, 9, and 10, that's when I know myself, that's when I was really feeling confident. I was flicking the car into the corner, getting it to turn, and just stomping on the gas, and it was sticking like glue. We tried a new setup thing from the years previous, doing a suspension change, and oh my gosh, it is amazing. That setup just made everything so different. So we solved a massive problem of the setup. We solved a massive problem. It even handles the bottom a little bit better now. It's not like handling the top. Like around the top, I can just hold the throttle down pretty much. Just lift and flick to get the car going. But once I got it, I can just hit the gas and go. The bottom, I still gotta hold on the throttle a little bit. Like I still gotta kind of half throttle it a little bit, but that's normal. Especially that track last night was a little dry, obviously, because it's only a test session. So I'm not gonna blame the track crew on that, because why would I? It's a test session. I'm not expecting a really good racing surface like you would on a race night. What's the point in that? So no, I'm extremely happy with that, though, that we had a good first session that really showed us that the motor we built is really good. The setup has been, I wouldn't say solved, but we're definitely heading in the right direction finally. And then yeah, these little issues. I'm glad these little issues came up, because I'd rather it be here rather than on a race night where I lose out on points. I don't want to do that. So I can't complain so far. I mean, yeah, it sucks to have these things go wrong, but having it, this is why you test, right? This is why you go for a test session. So we're gonna come back, we're gonna fix these problems, and then we're gonna be, I think it's May 13th, I want to say, I believe is oh no, that'd be May 10th, sorry, is next week for Ohsweken. So I'll put actually just on the screen here. I completely forget the date in my top of my head right now. So I'll put on the screen. That's the day. That's opening night at Ohsweken. If I remember correctly, I think the UMP Modifieds with Ken Schrader are going to be there as well. So actually, we're going to have already starting off the special event at Ohsweken. Every week seems like it's a special event anymore. I remember when I was going to Ohsweken when I was younger, like there was a lot. On the schedule, you always seen weekly racing, right? Or regular night, or whatever you want to call it. I remember always seeing that. Now it's like every week they've got something going on. Even if it's not like a special class coming in, they've got like special things they're doing for the community. They've got special things they're doing for volunteers and all that stuff. It's amazing, man. That track has grown, and I've seen it grow myself. And it is amazing what it's turned into. Clinton Jeffrey and Glenn Stiers, they did an amazing job. All the hard work they did, it is amazing. Yeah, I can't complain, guys. I think that track this year is going to be amazing to be at, and this car is going to be definitely not a pushover like the other years have been. And I think we got a shot to turn a little bit of heads, I think, for once, and we just got to cover back from these little problems. But just remember, guys, to like, subscribe, follow our race team, Maynard Racing Team, on Facebook. Just remember, and on TikTok, by the way, Maynard Race Team on Facebook. I'm doing all I can, guys, to make sure you keep you guys updated, as much content as I can. So obviously I know there wasn't a lot of video from this test session, but we were busy trying to either to mess with stuff and trying to figure out all the kinks, right? How to figure out how to be a team again, and that was a lot. So now that we're figuring out those team kinks as well, now you guys will start being able to get a little bit more shots, hopefully. So anyways, guys, I will see you guys in another video another time. Peace.